Okay, as you guys see, I have a lower extremity on my table, and that's mean we're going to talk about lower extremity. And most common injury and pain, this is the plantar fasciitis. So what's the plantar fasciitis? The plantar fasciitis, it's usually pain in your heel or sometimes in the middle of your foot. This is the inflammation of your plantar fascia, plantar aponeurosis. It's called plantar aponeurosis. And if you can take a look right now, if we take a look on this foot, I will show you where is exactly attached this plantar fascia. So as you can see, this is calcaneus bone, and this is really, really important bone of your foot. This is kind of like a steering wheel. This bone is control your foot, how your foot is stepping on the floor. And this is really important bone. And sometimes this bone is not movable. We have flat feet or high arch, and that's going to be a problem for the plantar fasciitis. So plantar fasciitis, pain in your foot. Who's more effective with the plantar fasciitis? People who's running, runners after 40s, sometimes people with the flat feet, people with a high arch. Also, if this is calcaneus split right here, sometimes this bone is growing because, like I said, we're not stepping right, and that's caused a lot of pain. So this is, if we just think about it, the fascia is right here attached to your calcaneus and to your metatarsal, and this bone right here start growing this way. It's gonna push against that fascia, create a lot of pain in the foot, okay? Now you guys can ask me questions.
So where, if people have pain more towards the toes, sometimes people say that the pain is further up near the bottom of the toes.
Oh, so in the bottom and the heel, or close to the toe?
Yeah, closer to the toes.
Yeah.
They go, oh, I've got pain right there.
It could be some maybe inflammation, maybe some bursa inflamed in the foot. But yes, you can do the test. You can do the test through the ultrasound or MRI, and it's going to show you is that a plantar fasciitis or it's just inflammation. But most of the time, yes, it's in the middle or it's in the heel. Also, sometimes it's in the metatarsal. It's just the fascia is get kind of overused, and it's like a tear up, and that's what causes pain. So it doesn't matter if your customer says I feel it in between the metatarsal or in the middle or inside the heel, but most of the cases it's in the heel. Like let's say 70% of cases in the heel. Okay, and when you touch it right in the heel, people feel a lot of pain up there, unless you can't even touch. Okay, so what's this fascia do? They support your foot, and like I said, if you guys, if you have a flat feet or you have a high arch, it's going to cause a lot of troubles. So that's why it's really important to wear good shoes and make sure you step right. So when we step, I'm going to show you how we're stepping. So our foot is going with the heel first. After, we kind of collapsing to outside of our foot. And after, when your brain feel the touch is on the outside of your foot, right in this area, they start dropping this arch right here and step out inside of the foot. And what's happening with people with the flat feet, they just go like this. They go right inside and they're not attached to the outside of foot, and that's the cause of the problem. So basically it's happening, let's say, yeah, this is with the flat feet it's going like this. With the high arch, it's going opposite way. It's gonna touch the heel and outside, and the heel is never dropped outside. They're never dropped. You know those, what's it called, octopus, how they move? They move around with those hands, whatever, what's it called?
Tentacles.
Yeah, so they touch it, they feel it, and they start squeezing. Same with our foot. Our foot want to feel the touch, we want to feel the ground, and that's how it is, because So you wanna feel that contact with the ground. Okay, and if you don't have this good contact, it's gonna cause a lot of problem. It's like you're driving your car with unbalanced tire. What's gonna happen sooner or later? You're gonna feel your car is going left or right. It's all like a shaking, right? And it's go all the way to your power steering. So the foot, it's really important to keep this mobilized and make sure it's not flat-feeted, because if something going on with you, especially if you're running, if you add some weight to your body, if you do like a crazy squatting, that's gonna cause the problem for your knee, for your hip. You're gonna blow everything. So that's why it's important for the feet. And like I said, you need to take care of it. So people ask me, hold on. So people ask me, what's the first symptoms of this plantar fasciitis? Most of the time, if after like a long walk or running, you feel that pain, like a burning sensation in this heel. Sometimes you feel this in the morning when you get up from the bed. So sometimes it's like, you know, you rest, your muscle is not active, your metabolism is slowed down. So when you get up from the bed and you make that first step on your heel, you feel that pain right away, and it's go away later. So this is another symptoms. Sometimes when people stretch, it feels really good. People feel like, oh my God, I stretch it and pains go away. This is another symptoms of this plantar fasciitis. So stretches work well and it's feel relief, but only temporarily. What we need to do, we need to treat the whole body. The most effective, it's not just the foot, it's effective the whole superficial posterior kinetic line. The superficial kinetic line starts in your heel. In your heel right in here, so it's a plantar fascia. Go to your Achilles tendon, go to your calf muscle, hamstring, glutes muscle, erector muscles, and go all the way up to your occipital area. So if you guys treat the person, you need to treat the whole kinetic line. So basically plantar fascia, it's not like, it's not the injury right there. This is this sends you the signal something wrong with your whole body. So all kinetic line can be effective. If you guys treat it only to plantar fascia, sometimes it's not gonna work. So people don't feel effect. They feel temporarily for a couple of days, like relief, good. But most of the time, you need to work on whole kinetic line. Superficial kinetic line. You guys got it? Mm-hmm. All right. So any question on this part?
If your ankle doesn't have mobility well,
yes,
that can cause this.
Good question. Yes, this is going to be next topic, but yeah, why not? Why just answer? Sometimes this bone, so the ankle's supposed to bend this way, right? When we step. If this ankle is not bent well, we don't have mobility in our ankle, yes, it can cause plantar fasciitis and could cause a lot of problems up there. Yeah, it can cause the knee pain. So this ankle have to be bent. And as you remember the test, how to check the test, you stay close to the wall, you put the fist, and you bend that ankle toward the wall. If you don't raise your heel up and touch the ankle, that's perfect. So it's a bunch of tests up there to check this. But yes, you're right. If we don't have mobility in the ankle and it's not bending well, this is one build, that's gonna cause the problem. The thing is, the body is all one piece. You can't treat a specific part of the body to heal it. You have to look in the whole piece. Everything is connected. Our body is one piece. So don't look as a separated. Okay, so symptoms. We've just been talking about symptoms. So it's good stretches, pain in the morning, after a long run, walk, is gonna cause the pain. What to do in this situation when you came home after this foot is in pain? Most people, they put the ice up there right away. They ice it, they feel great. Not a good idea. Not a good idea to ice this area, and because you want this to floss this away. You want to get this inflammation away. When you froze it, when you put the ice, inflammation's still up there. You just temporarily decrease your pain level, but it's still there. The problem's still there. What I use inflammatory stuff. I use the Quanta spray. This is really good stuff. I highly recommend for all my patients and clients with Quanta for any inflammation, and only external, not internally. Most people do internally. I highly don't recommend because liver, kidney, big, heavy stuff for your kidney. So, inflammatory, you can add CBD, you can stretches, or very nice for the stretch. Also, people ask, what about compression socks or insertions? I highly recommend people do not put the compression socks. Like I said, you want a blood circulation in this area, in your lower extremity. Insertion, it's good for a couple of days. What's gonna happen when you put those insertions and it feels great, people like continue wearing them all the time. What's gonna happen with your insertions when you put this inserts in your shoes? Your body start gonna compensate. They're gonna find a way to compensate whatever the movements it wasn't happen. Like I said, it's a problem in some kinetic line. That's why we have to find out, correct it, and so inserts only for maybe 10-15 days, and of course physical therapy and manual therapy. This is the top number one helping for your plantar fasciitis, okay? So physical therapy and massage therapy. Some people ask me, what about injection? Injection and surgery, this is the last resort you want to do. If you go to the physical therapy, massage therapy, and it's not working, of course you probably will do shots. But like I said, highly recommend just go through the physical and massage therapy first, okay? Yes, it's really important. Sometimes your customers ask you, should I do MRI to find out is that plantar fasciitis or something else? I highly recommend not do MRI and do ultrasound. Ultrasound give you the same result, and it's a really less on price. So let's say ultrasound, I believe it's like $120, and MRI is like almost $750 for the foot. So you see the big difference, but it's all accurate result for the both precisions. So if your doctor say let's do MRI, if you're covered by insurance, it's no problem. But if you pay from your pocket, it's really just do ultrasound. Is going to give you the same result. Also, ultrasound is good therapy for your plantar fascia. Okay. All right. So what we learned today, it's the plantar fascia. The pain is not can cause just fascia pain and plantar aponeurosis under your foot. It can cause the ankle mobility. It can cause your kinetic line, your other muscles, your tension in your calf. So you have to check that. If you're a massage therapist, you have to check the whole kinetic line to help your clients. Now we're gonna go through manual therapy. You guys have any questions right now? I mean, I have a lot of stuff to talk, but